Hi guys, namaste. So it's bright in the living room, and maybe the lighting will come and go because I can't really control that. But I wanted to do a quick video before work. I'm back at work, and things are well. I'm feeling much better physically. The COVID's gone, and after that, getting COVID for the second time, I have this renewed spirit of getting my life back on track, and I'm recognizing that I'm not yet healed from the things of my past and that I still have a lot of work to do, because when we are triggered as we're trying to start new relationships and they keep failing, either it's destined to fail and it takes two to tango, or really destiny can change in a split moment, and what was meant is no longer if it's not for the highest good of everyone involved. And I stepped onto this path of spirituality trying to heal my past, and I have to stay devoted to that because I'm recognizing triggers and I'm not yet healed. And I thought that I had to be perfect in order to start teaching yoga, spiritually evolved to the max, so I wasn't doing it for a long time, and then I started making these videos just to share my experience, and I think I probably overshared. So I'm making this one to say I'm sorry for the past videos I've made since the beginning of this year, 2022, because I was really, I had hit a dark wall around Christmas time of trying to be hopeful, trying to start the year on a good start, and I ended up being swept off my feet in a different direction that I don't think now was for my highest good, because it was severely dragging me down. I wasn't able to handle it or deal with it, the intensity of it, and so when we're recovering, in general, I had been in recovery for alcohol over the past year, and I had really stepped onto this spiritual path devoted to myself and my healing. I thought it was meant when it came in after a year, but it was perhaps just a test, and I was really going with it and wanting to believe in the magic, maybe a little bit too much, and what I'd shared in my past videos maybe were used against me, I don't know. But we've come so far that we can't give up now in this recovery, and so I'm staying devoted to me. What is recommended in these situations always is to, if it's so difficult for your own mental health, and if your past negative behavior comes back into play, as far as, giving into cravings, or if it knocks you off balance. I haven't given into cravings, but it did definitely knock me off balance, and so I've been trying to re-empower myself instead of feeling so pushed down with this Harley Quinn look, and coming to terms with I'm on my own for now, and I have to do that. I have to be able to do that and be healthy for a little while before I can enter anything new. Lady Gaga, again, my inspiration, because she's an Aries and we are just so independent to our detriment, but something in that means that we have to teach others how to rise above all the time these dark issues, and life seems to throw things at us that we have to overcome constantly, and this is how hopefully we inspire others, by actually overcoming, staying true and dedicated to the path of healing, and not giving in to cravings, not letting ourselves go backwards, not letting ourselves get dragged down. And that is very, very important. It has to be the number one rule in recovery for yourself, and it is for me, which is just staying on track on my own mental health. I can't be the one to help or fix anybody else, and I never said that I was, because I never said that I was fixed. And clearly I'm not. So I'm still trying to empower myself, and that's the best thing that I can do. And all I'm doing is really saying music and people that we inspire can inspire us, and I want to inspire you, but they can't fix us, and I can't fix you. And so that is just the way it is. And this song, I just went through this whole musical rabbit hole last night of Lady Gaga and Harley Quinn and empowering feminism. Aries is also all about that, because we want the fairy tale, but yet something in us just knows the fairy tale isn't real. And I was saying, be careful of people online, be careful of the information you share if it's going to be used against you, and really watch the fear you have and listen to your inner self. And I maybe wasn't doing those things personally, which also means I'm not yet healed or fixed or perfect. I'm still learning also, so I am now admitting I in no way was ready for that. And after you come so far, you just are no longer willing to go back down. So the darkness, really, in spiritual practices, we talk about the dark night of the soul. And that is usually when we come and we hit the biggest wall under some sort of influence, where we're suddenly on the floor, say in the bathroom or at the side of the bed, where we surrender completely. We just cannot think of any other solution. We cannot control things. We cannot control others. We recognize that, and our ego totally dissolves. I find this song, What's Up by Four Non Blondes, is sort of this like windy version of this whole thing of waking up after a dark night of the soul and saying, what the fuck? What's up? Excuse my language. But I'm an Aries and we swear a lot. My sun sign is Aries, but our birth chart is so many things. We have 12 planets, 12 zodiac houses, so many archetypes. Mystic Michelle means that I'm so interested in mysticism and trying to explain ourselves through archetypes and the subconscious, and really being mindful and paying attention to what we are embodying, what energies we are embodying, what we are attracting, and when we have to repel them. All of this is mysticism. All of it is working in the other realms. And so I'm not normal. This isn't, I never said that I was. I have many interests in all kinds of things that have pulled me out of the darkness, and really honoring myself, my true self, is what has pulled me out of the darkness, woken me up from the others, from the dark night. And then you eventually say, I'm never going through that again. I'm not having another dark night like that. I don't allow people to disrespect my peace. If I'm saying I want mental peace, then I hope the people around me want that for me as well, and they won't purposely disturb that, and I won't purposely disturb anybody else's mental peace. And if I am, then I'm going to quietly walk away and leave that situation, and it has to just end or blocked or whatever, because it can't go on if it's so toxic and unhealthy. And Aries are very passionate, and sometimes we jump right into things. We don't mean that to be even, we have to watch what we say if we say forever, because really things can be taken badly and unclear and miscommunicated, and people's fears, things get sabotaged. And so when things don't work out, blame me. Everyone wants to blame me. I was perhaps too impulsive and trusting. And I really have to learn these lessons, but the lessons are being learned. And I am feeling empowered now, and I hope that I can empower others just by saying, be your authentic self. I mean, don't apologize for who you are. Some people can't change you. You can't be someone's perfection, someone's dream, and you can't be the fixer. In the old patriarchal view of men wanting to take care of women, as far as say, I will support you, you're going to do what I want you to do. there's no Aries I know that will put up with that. And so we get really frustrated, unfortunately, and we can be frustrating to others, and so perhaps just keep your distance if you don't want to be involved with an Aries. But at the same time, it's time for me to lighten up, because I have been depressive all my life. I've gone through trauma, I've had tests, I've been suicidal, I've been learning how to use my voice, I've just observed, and now I'm trying to share. I'm not trying to teach or heal or fix. You have to be your own guru, just like I am my own guru. In the darkest nights, we can only pick up ourselves, right? And no matter how much we've suffered, we can reframe that and heal, but we can only do it ourselves. Nobody else can do that for us. If you latch onto somebody else, a teacher, a guru, a psychologist even, that is just wanting, again, the fix from an outside source. And that's not sustainable, and you can't put that kind of pressure on other people. And you can't get angry at them when they just can't do it, because they're still fragile, because they're still healing. And so what the fuck is up? Let's all just look after ourselves. And I'm sorry that I got so involved in wanting so much to believe in the magic and the soulmates and all this stuff, but soulmates are meant to teach us lessons. They're not meant for forever, and if one is, perhaps that will happen when you are finally at peace, and it does feel peaceful. But like I said, if there's fears, if there's worries, if there's doubts, honor those. Don't just silence them. Talk about them. So I really want to crawl under a rock and hide and say goodbye, but they'll, be a bit more probably that I have to share, and that's just the way I am. But I hope that that can be respected, because I never said I was perfect. So let's do a practice. This is a little bit longer song to What's Up and For Non-Blondes, and I really have to go to work. But starting my day off on a new note for myself, trying to believe in the fact that I have angels looking out for me. I do have psychic intuition. I do know what's going on, and I have to protect myself when I'm guided to do so. Because I've been through too much, and I'm not going back down to that darkness. And I'm wishing love and light to everyone. And I know that we can only fix ourselves, inspire ourselves, and those on the other side help us with that as well. Eventually, we'll learn. Keeping the hope one day we'll all be okay. We'd all kill ourselves if we took it all so seriously forever. Oh my god. Ugh. We're here to live, not kill ourselves or each other. sign for strength. Hold strong. You're stronger than you know. And the more you go through, the more you realize that. Switch perspective and everything will be okay. You'll be in balance when you calm down. Thanks, Lady Gaga. Oh, what would I do without her? It's her destiny to help others, and I hope I can help others, yet I can't personally help everyone. I can't fix anyone. Relationships aren't supposed to be about that anyway. We can support, but we can't be the fixer. And we can't expect someone else to fix us. I've learned that. That is a lesson learned. Like, my son was just called by somebody last night that was suicidal, and now he went off to help her this morning, and he knows, psychological, he's taking psychology, he knows that he can't be her fixer, and I hope that she doesn't cling to him to think that he is. It's hard to be clear when we have mental issues or we're dealing with people with mental issues, so let's not try to help each other. Let's just try to help ourselves. Be your own guru. I'm just sharing my stories. I'm not trying to fix anyone. I am a mystic. I believe in archetypes and energies, and things fluctuate, destinies change. Not all is set in stone. All we can do is focus on staying in the light. Never going back to the dark. Namaste.